Out in the wilds west of Fort Worth, there is a Mecca, a doggy Valhalla, a place with everything you need to make your puppy a guru of goodness, a happy hound, a really wonderful companion, and they need a sign.
What's it called?
Every day we look at signs. Some are beautiful, others not so much. For a business, any business, a good sign is crucial. So where does a good sign come from? Who creates these tantalizing works of art? In the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex, it's done right here by the people at Signs Manufacturing, the people we call the Sign Dawgs.
We at Sign Dawgs love our furry brethren, so this week on Sign Dawgs, we're gonna do something really cool for Pets West. So these people, it's Pets West, they have a really great location. They're right on a major highway just west of Fort Worth. They probably get, I don't know, we can check it, but 200,000-300,000 cars a day are going past their building. And because they're out in the county, they're not regulated by a city. So that means that they can really make their place stand out. First thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna take the top of the building and we're gonna make a dog look up over the top of the building. Then of course we're gonna put their name, Pets West Aledo, and we're gonna put open up there because everybody needs to know when it's open. But then the coolest thing from my standpoint, we're gonna take all these little dog paws and we're gonna make them crawl across the corner of the building, and then they're gonna light up in sequence like the dog's actually moving.
Hi everyone, I'm Sean Chick. I have Pets West Aledo out just west of Fort Worth in Aledo, Texas. And we started February 1st of 2020, right before the lovely pandemic started. One of the things that we wanted to do is get a new sign put up on the building that stood out a little bit to kind of say this is who we are and this is what we do. And there we go. So why we chose Sign Manufacturing to help us design and build this sign is just because we want somebody that's been in business for a long time, that knows what they're doing and knows what works for signs. That our previous sign was just old and outdated. It just needed a little bit of a facelift and something new and more modern. They had things that I had no idea that could happen or they could do, and so that was neat to get to see that part of it with the design of it. And our design, we're a pet store and do lots more dog than anything.
So I took a drive out to Aledo to see the new place that they bought, and that was pretty cool because I love dogs and they're pretty much all about dogs. They do say Pets West Aledo. They've got one small shelf that's about 3 or 4 feet wide that has cat stuff on it. Fortunately, the rest of the building is for dogs.
So what makes us different than other stores? We have better quality of food than most of them, that we have the knowledge to be able to provide for each person's pet. So their dog or cat or animal might have an issue that it needs more specific type of food or a different allergy, something like that, that the big box stores may not be able to provide. We have dog training. It's some of the best around. I mean, our trainers, people follow them around. Some of them even drive 1 or 2 hours just to come to our training classes. We want to make sure that you come here, you feel like it's a little hometown experience, that you're taken care of. That over time that you come in, you know, we know who you are, we know who your pet is, your dog's name if you bring them in, and that's what I enjoy, is to get to see everybody with their dog. And somebody will get a puppy and end up bringing them back over the year, and next thing you know, that little 20-pound fur ball is now a 100-pound love of joy. And also another thing we offer is boarding and daycare.
The hard part here is making the dog pop over the parapet, because you've got this little parapet and it's very thin, and you want the dog to kind of sit on top of it. We've got to support the thing. But the way their building's built, it's not built out of like brick or anything like that that's really solid that we can mount to. So we're actually going to have to make a structure behind it to actually support it, take that back down to the roof so that the thing doesn't just fall off, because that would be bad. So to create the sign, we take our magic wand and then we say the words and we kind of do the gestures and poof, there's a sign.
Want a sign? That's easy.
They got excited about it. We were excited about it because it wasn't just another channel letter sign. We've got dog paws walking up the side of the building. The logo is front and backlit channel letters. So there's just a lot going on with the sign. It's highly visible and very confident it's going to get them a lot more business.
So we had, we announced a boarding and daycare. Somebody asked me if we boarded bearded dragons. Like, this was like the first or second day, and I was laughing, and I told my dad, I was like, yeah, somebody asked if we had a bearded dragon, or we could board a bearded dragon, and he goes, what's that? I said, a big lizard.
Got this big dog head with his little paws coming over the top, you know, kind of like Kilroy was here. We went out there first day, got all the patterns on the wall, found out that it pretty much filled the wall in a little bit more than what the art showed, because Mark's art scale was just off by a hair, but actually bigger the better in that case. Didn't affect the permit or anything. Gave him a little bit more coverage, so we spaced it out accordingly. Hector figured out the right spacing on it and everything, got it all laid out where it all fit on the wall right. And then this next day we went out and put up, we got the channel letters up, the Paws, and the word Aledo. So I had to send them back out to do the roof dog head and the open sign, and then they started the wiring process on that. Part of it wired up on the roof, which the electrician out there had a couple of circuits pulled up there to wire in the neon, the dog, channel letters, and then all the Paws ended up inside the building, which we had this fabulous box full of parts that Fred designed to run the flasher to make the Paws look like they're walking up the wall.
So the sign's up, and it looks awesome. It looks really, really cool. But we did have this one minor little thing. When they turned it on, the little Paws that flash up the wall were flashing really, really fast. And the customer, he thought that he could adjust it, so he tried. And then he called the next day and said, oh, it's not working at all. So we went out there and we looked at it, and the lights have melted in the sign. I've done a bunch of signs with these flashers, never seen anything like that before. So I don't really know what the problem is, but we're gonna go find out today. I'm kind of curious.
Problem with the sign was, had a faulty controller and it failed, and somehow energized 120 to 2 of the Paws. So we got a new controller coming in, we're gonna go wire it up, we got to change the LEDs in the 2 number 3 Paws, and then everything should work fine.
This is awesome. I definitely think people are going to be able to see this, and day and night especially. They did a great job. You know what I want to get out of the sign is, you know, to people know that, hey, this is where we're at, this is what we do, and to more be an icon that's in the community, that they know that hey, let's go over to Pets West and everybody will start knowing with it that, it has an orange roof and a very bright sign. So that's what we're hoping to get out of it, and just something to brighten the day or brighten the night, more or less.
Nice doggy. Cute little pooch. This week on Sign Dawgs, we're gonna do something really cool for our furry brethren. No, out in the wilds west of Fort Worth. Out in the wilds west of Fort Worth, there is a Mecca, a doggy Valhalla. Out in the wilds west of Fort Worth, there's a Mecca, a dog. Fucking shit.
Yeah.